All right, this is going to be really helpful if you do cold email. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with building out cold email copy that consistently books calls, follow-up sequences that, get people booked in and stop the email back and forth for like 2 weeks straight to then for then leads to slip through the cracks. I've actually made a cold email copywriter agent slash GPT that will build cold email copy for you. Multiple angles proven to work in 2025, proven angles that we've used to get 1 to 2% appointment booking rates, book like 30 plus calls per month is the potential with cold email copy like this. Now, how it works is there are 10 onboarding questions, which I've already completed for myself, but just to show you, these are the instructions that we've inputted into the GPT. 10 setup questions you need to answer just for context. What is your niche? What is your service in this niche? What is your offer for cold email outreach? What problems does your niche typically face? What biggest pains do they have? Solutions, what do they want the most? Provide a high-level process breakdown of how you deliver results. Share any case studies, proof points, social proof. List niche-specific terms. What objections do prospects usually raise, and how can we pre-handle them? So I've already done all this for myself. If I just go from the start, what is your niche? Marketing agency owners, that's our niche. 2, what is your service? Outbound, cold email, cold DM, inbound, warm dialing, omni, acquisition, appointment setting. What is your offer? 10 new clients in 90 days. You can also get it to build a draft response. So AI knows a lot of the pain points that niches face. So 4 problems agency owners typically face: lead flow inconsistency, client churn, over-reliance on referrals. And as we all know this, burnout from prospecting, constantly searching on LinkedIn, doing manual outreach, difficulty standing out in a saturated market, because we know that's a huge thing as well. Then you go to the next question. Biggest pains, draft this response. If you know a lot about your niche, don't just get AI to do it, because usually the human understanding about your niche and the latent conditions is much better than just what AI is going to plug out. But I just wanted to get through this quickly to show you guys how the cold email copy generator works. Unpredictable revenue, wasted time on unqualified leads, rising client acquisition costs, churn, headaches, feeling commoditized. So very accurate. What they want: consistent client acquisition, scalable growth, lower cost CAC, higher return on investment, longer client retention, time freedom. What we kind of do, high level process breakdown. We have an omni acquisition intent based operating system. High level breakdown as we run outbound systems with high intent lead sourcing enrichment, warm omni-channel setting for engaged leads, a collection of systems. Give a full draft response, and then I just get it to expand on that. So outbound systems, warm omni-channel setting, systemized client acquisition, and high intent lead sourcing and enrichment. Any case studies? So we booked 200 calls for ourselves using these strategies. That's the best social proof that we use in our cold emails, because it directly relates to systems that we're specifically running. Niche specific terms, whatever niche specific terms they're going to hit, because certain things in real estate, like listings like this, or like certain words that make people make them take action in your niche. You want the cold email generator to add those words. What objections do prospects usually raise? I already had a breakdown of this. I've just put it in, but it was summarized it like this. So price, investment, requesting more info, burnt before, trust, seen this before, value objection, time, availability, social proof, case studies. Any type of objections that you've got will get the cold email copy to, where applicable, actually pre-handle these objections. Now, when it comes to this, that's all you really need to do. And then what's left is just to draft a cold email. Draft a cold email copy using all angles in GPT instructions, 1 for each. Now it's going to draft some cold emails. Now, when it comes to the GPT instructions itself, you can add something to this if you want. If you go to, I've made the GPT editable, so you can do all these things. Now, when it comes to what we've done, we have a whole bunch of things. So human-like communication rules, casual but confident tone, vary sentence length, no stiff phrases, no annoying phrases, no buzzwords, no AI crap. Tone of voice, casual, confident, empathetic, friendly but concise. Email length formatting, 70 to 80 words. And for the follow-ups, 40 to 60. We don't want long, cold emails nowadays. People just don't care. They don't respond. Use variables naturally. So we get it to actually set up variables that all you need to do is when you put it into your sequencer, you've got the custom variables with each lead. Types of openers, classic, results first, curiosity, angle, question-led, incentive-led. CTA, soft, low friction. Spam word filtering, we get it to remove spam words so you don't have to check on mail media or yourself. Spin tags, we get it to add spin tags for you, done for you, to not change the cold email, but add it wherever it is applicable so that you're going to increase your sending reputation, not going to spam, because everyone's getting a slightly different email. Cognitive biases, so first principles, things that the GPT can use to make the cold email get people to take action. Reasoning bias, curiosity bias, all of these things. Follow-up principles. open up, personalization, like that stuff. It actually adapts to the cold email opener that you do use, and then it will follow up if no reply with new angles and new CTAs to get people booked in and not just have them slipping through the cracks or ignore you. So if I go back, here we go, classic structure, personalized first line. I see a lot of agencies running into the same roadblock, unpredictable pipelines, 1 month's full, the next it's dry. We build an omni acquisition OS that blends outbound warm dialing and multi-channel touches to keep calendars filled with qualified calls. It's how we book 200 plus for ourselves and help agencies land 10 new clients in 90 days. Curious if, wondering if, interested whether this kind of systemized, reliable flow would be useful, helpful for company name right now. Now, that's great. This cold email I know for a fact would probably do well, but the great thing is you can edit it, you can do whatever you want with it. One broad thing I would suggest is do not add crazy guarantees in your cold email unless you're going to be humorous with it. So we've actually ran a cold email copy with being specific about the guarantee or pay on results. We didn't really do that. We just said if it goes badly, and then you insert some humorous line saying that you'll put your life savings on red, you'll quit business, you'll do some obscene shit. But it would literally make your cold email funny if you're going to add a guarantee into it, because so many people get a guarantee. They need to perceive the guarantee in a way that's different. And the best way to do that is by being like saying something funny, saying it in a way that's not, or you don't pay or any of that crap. But I would suggest just don't put a guarantee right now in your cold emails. This is the best way to do it. People just want an offer that's specific, has a time frame, and is relevant to their pain, and is something that is a good value proposition for them. Results first structure. We've stress tested our acquisition system and booked 200 plus qualified calls using it before even rolling it out to other agencies. Instead of chasing referrals or overpaying for ads, we plug in omni-channel outbound that keeps agencies landing 10 new clients in 90 days. Predictable, systemized, no manual grind. So that's great. Curiosity angle. Most agency owners tell me they've tried outbound before and it flopped fair. Usually it's random lists and mass messaging. We flipped that with intent-based sourcing of warm omni-channel settings, so only engaged prospects hit your calendar. That's how we keep the churn low and growth scalable. This is just great. Question: do you ever feel like client acquisition is harder than client delivery? Most agencies do. That's why we run an omni acquisition OS. Would it make sense? And it's just great. It's just very good because you don't have to spend so much time on these things, and AI can just draft it for you, and then you can use your human brain understanding of the niche to then just edit it on what you know is going to work, what you've previously tried. You can weave that in, but very, very useful this, and we use it ourselves. To be fair, you can completely do it on your own. This is just a very good time saver, because a lot of business owners, they have to spend time on product, they have to spend time delivery, taking sales calls. They don't have time to like draft hours and hours an email copy that might not even work. So these are proven strategies that we know work in any B2B niche, in any niche that sells high ticket services. Probably not B2C home service, that might require a different strategy. But I also want to show you guys how it works with follow-ups. Make some follow-up sequence on number 1. Classic structure. So this is how when people don't reply, or when you can set up in your instantly sequencer, you can set up follow-ups. So just checking, following, looping back. Not sure if you saw my note. We use the same Omni Acquisition OS to book 200 plus qualified calls for ourselves, and it's now helping agencies land consistent clients without ad spend. Would it be worth a quick look? Did you think it makes sense to explore? Open to a short chat. Totally get if timing's not great, but quick one. One quick thought: most agencies I talk to say outbound doesn't work. Usually true when it's random list plus spray outreach. Our OS flips that with intent-based sourcing, warm setting. It's why churn is low and calls convert. Now, these are just great. They can be edited by you, of course, but the main fundamentals are there. And so I just wanted to walk through this video as a whole, because I wanted to break down how you guys can apply it, how you can use it. All you have to do is put it in the 10 onboarding questions. Then you start, just say draft a cold email using all the structures that we've inputted into the instructions. If you've got any other types of angles that work, you can put it into the GPT and it can output those as well. This is how to set follow-up sequences. And again, all you do is you just go into instantly, and whatever sequencer you use, you would just go to your campaign. You just go to your campaign. And by the way, just on a side note, we use the GPT to build our cold email copy for this one. And we've got 10 opportunities. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think it's 14. Yeah, we've booked 7 or 8 calls on 600 emails sent. So that's a 1% ABR, which is well above the standard in the industry for cold email agencies. And that's also because of our lead sourcing video. actually, what I'll do is I'll also link in the comments the specific lead sourcing strategy you need to be using to go along with this cold email copywriting agent or anything else when it comes to cold email, because if your cold emails are good but the leads are bad, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to link that in the comments as well. Make sure you guys watch that. But when it comes to the copy itself, we've used this GPT to get 5% reply rates, like 2 to 3% positive reply rates, and 1% ABRs. And yeah, it just works really well. You can use it for any niche, real estate, B2B, SaaS founders, any type of high ticket industry that you're in, you can use it. If you've got any questions about it, you can let me know in the comments as well. I'll answer that. And if you guys want more videos about just our outbound cold email specifics, tech setup, deliverability, because we do all that too, just let me know and we can make videos about that. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.